Lisa Sullivan. Now, when you guys ultimately do sign up for your consultations tonight, what we ask you to do is when you do that, we'll find a time slot that you'll be able to come into your consultation, and you'll be handed just a few pieces of paper that you can take home and fill out in privacy. These pieces of paper will help us understand you completely. You'll be able to list the medications you're on, any procedures you've gone through, any complications you have, any issues you're currently dealing with, and also be able to list the type of results that you want and that you deserve. Please do them because we do read them when you come back to see us. Also, if you have any of your labs that have been given to you, any lab works, excuse me, any information given to you from your physicians, your doctors, your primary care physicians, if you have any of that stuff, bring that with you as well. Now, it's okay if you don't have them because, unfortunately, traditional health insurance doesn't pay for the majority of those tests. That's probably why you don't have all the necessary labs, but if you don't have them, we will still be able to order the correct tests for you and be able to help diagnose everybody. Now, when you come to us, like I said, we want everybody ready to completely be ready to help themselves. Because the one thing I do want to say is the way our program works is we're going to sit down with you and we're going to dedicate an hour to you. Now, it might take that long, it might not, but we're going to dedicate the time to you. And when you come, excuse me, when you guys come to us, well, the first thing I do want to say is that when it comes to the overall program, the only thing I have to say is for tonight, I can't actually say the cost of the actual program because for every single individual person it differs. Everybody will have a different time length, everybody will have a different plan of action, they'll have a different wellness evaluation that will be done tailored to each one of you individually. But I can say this, we have worked and seen every type of budget that there is, because we've been around for quite a while. We've worked with the single mothers. We've worked with the recent retirees. We've worked with the veterans. We've worked with the people that are on a strict fixed income. So we will work with everybody's budget according to what they have when you come to us and you're ready to make the investment in your health. Now, when you do ultimately come to us, we ask that if you are married, if your spouse is here, good. If they're at home and they didn't want to come to the show, that's fine. But we ask that you bring your spouse with you to the consultation because this is a lifestyle change. This is a process, this is a program that couples make together. It's a very positive thing. Just like we saw with Ron and Dawn, they did it together, it worked, they were able to motivate each other. So we do ask that you do bring your spouse with you. Now, when you...
My spouse is 13 years old.
Well, Vicki,
I mean, is this like a program that I can get him started in this one?
If you absolutely anybody that's willing, that's experiencing, I might keep going on. I apologize. Anybody that's experiencing any type of health issues, we welcome anybody. Anybody from all walks of life. We welcome anybody. But I do say that in regards to the spouse because obviously when it comes down to finances, the husband and the wife are going to make that decision together. We don't want a husband or a wife doing something on the side that might cause confusion to somebody later on. So we want everybody to be together in that process. So here's how this works. We're different from a traditional medical doctor and a traditional medical system. So I want to ask you guys, do you know what the national average amount of time is that a doctor spends with their patient?
2 minutes.
45, I heard an hour, I heard 2 minutes, I heard 15.
They slot is 15, we get about 15. Yeah.
Well, everybody was right around there. I will say that 45, 50 is a little. They might get on it. So, the national average is 7 minutes on a statistical record. 7 minutes. And now they're on the computer more because they have iPads. But here's the thing. You can barely even fill out your paperwork in the lobby in 7 minutes. How are they going to fix a disease in 7 minutes? So when you have your consultation with us, the first thing that we differ, what we help everybody with, is like I said, we set aside an hour, or as long as it takes. It might take an hour, it might not. We're going to set aside an hour so we can sit down with everybody face to face and completely go over everything. Every single step of the program and your consultation will be broken down to you face to face, so there's no confusion, there's no questions, there's absolutely no problem that will arise from it. You'll know every single thing that's coming. And here's the thing though, when you leave your doctors, right, when you go to your traditional doctors for 7 minutes, when you leave your doctors, what do you guys leave with? What do we leave with?
Medicine.
Yes.
Prescription.
Medicine, prescriptions, lab work, paperwork. How about uncertainty? How about doubt?
Yeah.
Still the disease is still in our body. still with pain, right? Questions not answered because 7 minutes is not a very, very long time. But here's the thing though, you also leave with a copay or deductible, right? But then we think, oh, my health insurance paid for that doctor's visit. Well, you're going to see your physician 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year. That's 21 to 28 minutes out of the year. Guess what? Each month you're paying a premium. So who ultimately paid for that doctor's visit?
You?
You. We pay for it. It's time to invest in a program that is designed to make you healthy. Because I said it before, what incentive do they have to make you healthy when we make them rich by being sick? Now, what I want to do is I want to familiarize you guys with Dr. Lisa Sullivan so you know who you'll be getting your consultation with. She has a quick video message that I'm going to play here for you real quick just so you can see her and you can see the inside of our Puro Medicine Center. So let's take a look here.
I know you must have learned some powerful information tonight. You will have the opportunity to be able to come back to see me in my office to apply the knowledge that you learned and take action. I will look forward to seeing you then.
All right, so that is Dr. Sullivan. So let me come back here to this slide. Now I want to ask a question. Orla, the lady that just came in, is part of my staff, and she'll be coming around here in a few minutes to hand out consultation forms. So I want to ask a question to everybody here. Does everybody here think that it's fair that we do charge a fee for our time? Is that fair? It is fair. It is, everybody, that's fair. Okay. So,
Excuse me. My mother was
Does
asking.
your insurance doesn't take care of this?
I'm sorry?
With all these sessions you have, your insurance doesn't?
No, because the reason why is because insurance pays for medicine and we're not trying to give you medicine. So that's for that. So here's what I want to show you guys. I'm sorry I didn't hear your question, Vivian, I apologize. So here's what I want to say. So our consultation is a $287 one-time investment. I want to ask a very simple question while Orla's in the room. After seeing everything, by a show of hands, right now, if money was not a factor, how many people are willing to move forward with this program tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here's what I want to extend to everybody because I told you we work with everybody's budget. If you're still on the fence, if you're still a little undecided, I'm going to offer everybody a upfront 2-night only deal that we offer because you took the time to come out and see us. You got in your cars, you came to the dinner, you allowed us to present our information to you. Here's what we're going to do for everybody tonight as far as your consultation. We are going to take $200 off of the consultation, and tonight your investment will only be an $87 investment to get your consultation going. Now, I said before that we ask that you bring your spouse. Now, if you have a spouse or a child, grandchild, a niece or nephew, whomever, that you'd like to bring in with you, we're not going to charge them $87. We're going to give them also an additional discount when they sign up for their consultation as well. And we're going to take another $40 off the total, and their consultation will only be $47. Now, I want to say this so everybody understands this very carefully. This right here is not an additional expense. It's not an added-on tax. When you ultimately sign up for the program, that initial investment that you made for your health and the consultation will be credited to the program. This is just an initial incentive to get you to come in, because if you come in and you just walk in and you hear a couple things and you can leave, there's really no incentive. There's not really any skin in the game. There's not really any major commitment. But if you're going to make this investment in your health, we start out with our investment of $87 for the consultation. Now, I do want to say one more thing before I do step out. Procrastination absolutely kills. We don't want anybody to end up looking like this lovely guy here. Now,
beer, but other than that,
I do want to say this before I step out. I do want to say this on a serious note before I step out. Albert Einstein has a quote that I absolutely love, and I follow it all the time. He says, and you might have heard it, he is one of the most intelligent human beings to ever walk on planet Earth. He says, doing the same thing over and over, day after day, and hoping for a different result is the definition of insanity. Like I said, this is not difficult. This is just different. Have I shown everybody different tonight? Yes. So on behalf of Puro Medicine, on behalf of Dr. Lisa Sullivan, and on behalf of myself, I thank everybody for coming out tonight. Please enjoy your dinners. Drive home safely. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for potty break.
You use the bathroom?
We need a potty break.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Go ahead, you know where's that by the bar?
Can you take the cat off the screen?
I love that cat.
I'm sorry.
Just get the hair out of it.
Girl, leave me alone.
Do you have a cat?
Okay, here we
Do you have a
go.
cat?
Sure.
No, she don't have a
Do you have a cat?
No, nobody in my
Miss.
family have a cat.
Miss.
Pardon me?
You don't have a cat.
You have a dog?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Dogs are wonderful.
Miss
You love me no matter what.
I know that.